Switch mode.
Yes.
Like she's vexing.
Yeah, maybe sometimes the outfit is not, they come out as expected. What do you do in that situation?
I step back. Because I don't want that directed at me. I step back and I tell the story from the back, behind somebody. Let's the professionals handle it. The event planner has somebody there. I should now because there's nothing I can do.
Yes.
Even you can try to come to her, don't worry. No. Because I don't want her to come and tell me, oh, will you Photoshop it? No, I won't. No, so I'll step back, let someone else come up with a solution. It's not my expertise. So I might suggest something to somebody. Maybe she should just sew it, or maybe she should cover it. I just try to avoid it, yes.
So to follow up with the question. A lot of happy stories which you see.
Happy stories.
Yes. But they also have a bucket load of unhappy or unpleasant stories, if I can put it. What do you do with that side of it?
So the pictures it's the same way there are bad images. We take bad and blurry images, but we never include it. So the same way, I always say the images you see, that's what happened. If they don't see it, it never happened. That's just the truth. It's like the whole basically if you don't see it, there are pictures I delete that would have been a nice picture, but maybe there was nothing before it and nothing after it. So I'm like, I'm not going to even address it.
Okay, so following up on what you just asked, right? Because I remember there was a wedding I shot the morning of when the bride was about to start heading to the venue. It's a garden wedding. When they were about heading to the garden, that was when they realized that due to some issues somewhere, they hadn't paid for the space. The person who was supposed to sort it for the family didn't do it. So it was on their way that they now called and said, they are not allowing us in. And then the bride started crying. So talking about capturing moments and being present, that's what an experience on that day. So are you going to ignore it?
I'll take a picture of it. No, I'll take a picture of it. But then obviously when you're telling the story, you won't add it. If she now says, oh, do you have a picture of? Yes. Because some people like those images. Oh, don't you have a picture of me crying? Do you have a picture of this person crying? Yeah. It's always better to have it and not need it than to need it and not have it. So always shoot things that are happening around you.
Thank you. Looking back 5 years at now, and considering how fickle the expectations of couples are now these days, how have you evolved?
How have I
evolved? Yes.
So one of the things that I said some things are negatives. Looking at other people's work, that's been a negative. Because one of the first pictures I actually put up, I remember so I took the pictures and then people were like, Lumi just changed how he shoots. Like now he's shooting mad pictures. No, I've been doing it before, but so this picture, when I shot it, the planner was like, oh wow. I'm like, yes, it's a nice picture, but I've been shooting the moments before. But then, because everybody likes portraits, they think, oh, portraits is what sells. So everybody started focusing on portraits, and then even I focused on portraits. But then, over time, I'm now going back to the storytelling aspect because it is technically also maybe nowadays like a niche market. Not everybody shoots. Everybody, we're all just documenting. We're all just documenting the day. Snap, snap, snap. Some bad portrait pictures. But that's why a lot of times it's the portraits you post on social media. So you go to a lot of people's weddings, a lot of our weddings, all of us, we all do it. You get on the page, what are you saying? Portraits.
For self. Mostly.
At this point.
So, but we're all doing the same thing. We all, at the end of the day, we all can't be painting Picasso. Yeah, everybody, someone someone needs to Van Gogh it, you know, just turn it to Van Gogh or just splatter some paint, do something different. Because I don't want someone to come to my page and be like, oh, it's like this guy's page, or it's like that guy's page. I'm trying to find myself and develop what I have. Because if I develop it, the people that like it will come and then they'll be like, oh, this guy has been doing it for a while, he knows what he's doing. And then other people will now start doing it. But then you're already at the forefront of it. So, yeah. So, someone had a question?
Yes, I have a question. Thank you very much. So, I like the fact that you mentioned that you should try as much as possible to do you. I mean, follow your style, develop your own style. Then, talking about stroke and continuous light. So I realized that earlier before now, I used to be the big one on stroke. Then without stroke, I don't feel like I get my weddings.
Okay.
Then I realized that most times when I shoot on stroke, then I don't get the natural light, the way it's falling, and sometimes I think the mood light actually does it better, especially for after parties and all. Then ever since, I just give up on stroke. But what you just mentioned now actually gave me a better understanding about it. And secondly, so in a situation whereby you took so many pictures at events and you love the pictures, and you find it hard to delete some of these galleries because you love them, you are so attracted to them. So how many pictures do you give your clients?
It depends. I'm trying to reduce it. There have been times there are 4 photographers. And then a lot of things happened at the wedding. So now I try to go through the images and I try to delete. Oh, I have something similar to delete. So it's elimination. Now, the other thing, I'm also not attached to my pictures. You know, we're no longer in a relationship. Before, when I used to love them, now we're just platonic friends. If I like you because you do something, you tell the story. If you don't, you'll be fine. Nobody will see you. Sometimes, but then the other thing is, there have been times where you shoot a wedding, but then you have a lot of pictures, but they're not the right pictures. It's happened to me where the couple is like, oh, where's my sister? I'm like, I don't know, your sister was wandering around. But then, no, it happens. Clients will be like, I have a wedding that's outstanding because the bride asked me, do you have pictures of my sister? I'm like, I have this picture of your sister, but then they wanted more pictures. But then, so the other thing is at the end, I'm like, oh, I always ask my clients, are there pictures you want that we haven't taken? Obviously, in that moment, isn't the best time to ask them, but I still ask them because I need to. And they're like, oh, I haven't taken a picture with this person or that person. It just gives them an opportunity to take a picture with those people. It doesn't necessarily need to happen. But like I said, so we're going to end on that. The most important thing, practice, develop your style. If it's strobes, you can get amazing pictures like one of my team members got here. Develop your style. That's it. Develop what you have. If you like to shoot hands, take pictures of hands. Try to sell it. People that like hands will buy it. This world is now very interesting. People pay for very interesting things. So develop what you have. Don't always necessarily look at other people.